There are two control mode options, auto control and direct control. We'll start with showing auto control mode. You can move between parameters using the icons on top or the arrows on the sides. Touch the desired force box to enter the desired force using the slider bar or number pad. The Pro-S weld head has a force range of 1.8 to 29.2 pounds. The weld point is the position in which the weld head has contacted the part and has reached desired force. The hover point is the position above the weld point where the weld head will return after the weld is complete. The auto set position button will automatically set your weld and hover points. Start by situating the parts to be welded in a weld position below the electrode. Press the auto set position button and follow the pop-up prompts. The weld head will lower until the electrode makes contact with the parts to be welded. The welder will recognize this weld head position as the weld point. Once the weld point is defined, the weld head will raise up 3 mm to set the hover point. You can also set these points manually using the arrows on the side. Squeeze time is how long it will take to initiate the weld after the weld point has been reached. Hold time is how long it will remain in place after the weld before returning to the hover point. Home to hover speed is the speed the weld head will move from the home point to the hover point. Hover to approach speed controls the hover point to the weld point. And weld to hover speed controls the weld point to the hover point. Displacement is the distance that parts compress during the welding process. You can set the acceptable limit for minimum and maximum displacement specific to your application. This feature can be toggled on and off using the button on the left. All Sunstone welders with closed loop feedback also have the ability to stop the weld once the minimum displacement limit has been reached. This feature is especially useful in automation and high production applications. The part check feature will verify a part is in place prior to releasing energy. If part check is enabled, a warning will pop up if a weld attempt is made without a part between the electrodes, or if a foreign object is obstructing the weld path. The range for the part check allowance is 100 micrometers to 5 millimeters. Now let's move to direct control mode. Direct control allows the operator to control the position of the weld head directly by using an analog foot pedal, which is plugged into the primary trigger port on the back of the welder. User-controlled parameters in direct control include force, timing, and displacement. To trigger a weld, the operator presses the analog foot pedal to lower the weld head until contact is made with the workpiece. Once the desired force is met, the weld process is initiated.